If you want to live a happy and rewarding life, starting with a good morning routine is key. Many successful people, like millionaires, top executives, and celebrities, wake up early and accomplish a lot before most of us even make our first cup of coffee. The book, The Miracle Morning, by Hal Elrod, highlights the importance of having a morning routine made up of simple steps to help you build the life you've always dreamed of. In this video, I'll share with you 7 crucial ideas from the book that will change the way you're thinking and your daily habits, helping you reach your dreams and goals. Number 1. We all have the potential to be successful. The average American wallows in $10,000 of debt, are not happy with their weight, don't enjoy their jobs, hardly have any close friends, and feel a bit sad. It's clear that many people in America aren't living their best lives. The Social Security Administration says that if you select 100 people at the beginning of their working life and observe them for 40 years, only 1 will have become wealthy, 4 will be financially stable, 5 will need to continue working, 36 will have died, and 54 will lean on friends and family for financial support. These statistics paint a grim picture indeed. Assuming that none of these people had planned to just get by throughout their life, this means that a shocking 95% of them aren't living the life they wanted for themselves. Being financially successful is tied to a sense of freedom, as you don't have to worry about paying your bills or being trapped in debt. Research indicates that Americans are consuming more prescription medications than in the past. Half of all marriages in the country are ending in divorce. Personal debt levels are at an all-time high. Obesity has reached epidemic proportions, and both heart disease and cancer rates are increasing. Despite these challenges, it's still possible for us to live a fulfilling and joyful life. There are ways to improve our circumstances. The author, Hal Elrod, is a stunning example of this. Elrod actually died for 6 minutes following a car accident. After spending several days in a coma, he awoke to doctors telling him that he had permanent brain damage and might not be able to walk again. Yet he was able to recover. He accepted his circumstances, instead of wasting time wishing that they were different, and was able to create the life of his dreams and fulfill his potential. Number 2. Rearview mirror syndrome and isolating incidences. Have you ever considered that the way you think about your life might be the very thing that is preventing you from fulfilling your potential? The majority of us tend to make decisions based on our past, and in doing so, suffer from something known as rearview mirror syndrome, or RMS. If you're an RMS sufferer, you believe that who you used to be is who you are now, and your choices and decisions are informed by the limitations of your past experience. So when you come across new opportunities, you often turn them down on the grounds that you've never experienced them before. For example, someone who can't commit to their partner because of failed relationships in the past probably suffers from RMS. Aside from RMS, another reason we don't reach our potential lies in our habit of isolating incidents. This means we treat events in our life as though they're disconnected from everything else, which is contrary to reality. For example, perhaps you think it's perfectly fine to skip your workout today, since you can always do it tomorrow. But rather than your decision just affecting this moment in time, you're actually affecting the person you're becoming. Remember this: how you do anything is how you do everything. If you treat bad moments as one-time things and let yourself off the hook, those one-time things start to happen more often. This stops you from reaching your goals and only lets you go as far as your excuses do. To really live the life you want, you need to change how you think. Sticking to old excuses and the past will just hold you back. Number 3, to begin your day right, stop pressing the snooze button. So, you think it's time to change your life. But how do you begin? First, a simple question. Did you press the snooze button today morning? A lot of us do this. But why is it bad? Hitting the snooze button stops us from starting the day feeling motivated. Every time you hit that button, you're basically telling yourself you don't want to get up and face your day, what you have to do, and the experiences waiting for you. Think about those who suffer from depression. For these people, mornings are often the hardest time of day. When you resist waking up, you reduce your chances of enjoying a satisfying day. Conversely, if you wake up every morning with a purpose in mind, you'll be on your way to crafting a happy life. Take a look at Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Albert Einstein, and even Aristotle. All of these famous people have one thing in common: getting up early. If you find you're always sluggish in the morning, try changing the way you think about sleep. Consider this. Have you ever woken up completely drained on a special day? Probably not. If it's your birthday, wedding day, or Christmas morning, then no matter if you got only a few short hours of sleep, you likely woke up full of energy and anticipation for the day ahead. This is because the beliefs we hold about our sleep play a crucial role in how we feel when we wake up. Elrod discovered something many of us do wrong. If you go to bed thinking, "I haven't slept enough, I'm going to be so tired tomorrow," you're ruining your morning before it even starts. But when he convinced himself he would feel great in the morning, he actually felt awake and refreshed, even with only 4 hours of sleep. Number 4. What will help you fight stress? It's highly likely that you, like most of us, get stressed. One powerful way to reduce this is to meditate. Meditation is one way to have meaningful quiet time, and it's something many people with stressful jobs do to manage stress. For instance, the Huffington Post mentioned that Oprah Winfrey found transcendental meditation really helpful for feeling closer to what she considers God. Famous people like Sting, Jerry Seinfeld, and Russell Simmons say meditation is a crucial part of their daily lives. So, how can you add this kind of quiet time to your day? Before you start, take a break from your worries and concentrate only on yourself. Find a quiet, comfortable place to sit, like a pillow or the couch, and sit cross-legged and upright. Next, close your eyes or look forward at the floor in front of you. Bring your attention to your breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Breathe slowly and into your belly, not your chest. Then set a pace for your breath. Breathe in for 3 seconds, then breathe out for 3 seconds. Try to push away any thoughts, but if they come, simply refocus on your breath. At first, this might seem hard, but it gets easier if you do it daily. Little by little, you'll notice your stress going down. If you've tried these techniques and they don't seem right for you, there are other ways to relax. You could spend some time thinking about your life and what you're thankful for. Number 5. Morning affirmation and visualization will help creating your perfect life. How do we go from a mediocre life to a life that we love and that truly fulfills us? One method is to pay attention to how we talk to ourselves. Our brains are shaped by this self-talk without us even realizing it, but we can change this by practicing positive affirmations. We all have ongoing thoughts in our minds based on what we've experienced before, and these thoughts can either help us or hold us back, depending on how we handle them. To turn some of your thoughts into positive affirmations, you can follow these steps. Articulate and note down how you want your life to look in every area. Clarify your motives by asking yourself why you want, what you want, and ask yourself what you're committed to doing to get your life there, or even just to get to the next level. After you have created your affirmation, be sure to read it out loud to yourself at least once a day. Another important tool to have at your disposal to achieve success is one that many professional athletes use: visualization or mental rehearsal. You too can employ this technique to visualize your ideal life, your dreams, and goals. For example, if you want to write a book, visualize yourself feeling inspired and joyfully writing page after page at your desk. Your affirmations can help you visualize the answers when you ask yourself questions such as, what do I want? Why do I want it? And what am I committed to do in order to get there? Affirmation and visualization are powerful tools. Visualizing the life of your dreams and affirming to yourself the action you're willing to take to make it happen will change the perspective you have on your daily routine. Number 6. Working out in the morning helps you stay healthy and succeed. We usually feel too busy to work out. Our days are so full that we're too tired to exercise by the evening. So why not exercise first thing in the morning to get it out of the way? Exercise is vitally important to keeping our bodies healthy, so it's a smart idea to make room for it in our lives. Too few of us manage to exercise during the day, even though we're all aware of the benefits, like a reduced risk of disease and just feeling good because you're in shape. The thing is, we also know that our days will be busy. Last-minute appointments get scheduled and important tasks can crop up. So often, we just collapse on the couch at the end of the day, too exhausted to go for a run or workout. Even though we know exercise is important, we frequently push it to the side. Yet making time for it as part of our morning can really aid our success. For example, when a self-made multimillionaire entrepreneur named Eben Pagan was asked in an interview what the most important secret to success is, he said, "Begin each day with a personal success routine." He highlighted the importance of exercising in the morning, saying it helps increase his heart rate, gets his blood flowing, and fills his lungs with oxygen. One way you can work out in the mornings is to follow a yoga DVD. The author makes time for 20 minutes of yoga every day by following an instructional DVD. This helps him focus, wakes him up, and allows him to maintain increased levels of energy throughout his day. Number 7. Morning time is perfect to focus on personal growth. Once you've exercised, it's time to focus on your personal growth as the next stage of your miracle morning. Reading and writing are two significant activities that can help you reflect on your successes and move toward what you want out of life. Everyone can make some time to read, and looking at personal development books in the morning is a fast way to learn from people who have succeeded. You can find books about many goals, like making more money, bettering your relationships, or starting a business. A good reading target to aim for is a minimum of 10 pages per day. This means around 10 to 20 minutes of reading per day, depending on how quickly you read. Surprisingly, this amounts to approximately 3,650 pages a year, which means you'll be reading around 18 books a year. Furthermore, rereading, highlighting, or circling useful information makes it easier for you to recall what is of most value to you. Next is writing. Why is it helpful? Writing for just 5 to 10 minutes every morning can really speed up your personal growth. It's especially good to write down what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and any new ideas you have. For example, Elrod noticed that he was far happier and felt more gratitude for his life because his writing allowed him to focus on the things he had already achieved, as well as on the goals he wanted to reach in the future. By writing each day, you can review what you have learned, gain clarity on your problems and achievements, and acknowledge your progress along the way. The main idea from this book is that the author suggests following 6 steps every morning to start creating the life we dream about: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and writing. Doing these activities as soon as we wake up helps us have a good, productive day, which can greatly improve our lives over time. That was it for this video. Thanks everyone for watching. If you found it helpful, please leave your like and subscribe to my channel.